Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel where we explore ancient wisdom, modern science, and soulful living intersect to help you live your highest potential. I'm Suma, and today we are diving into something we all experience, often daily stress. But we're not just talking about stress as a concept. We are going deeper into how stress actually affects your body physically, chemically, energetically. So, in the first part, let's explore what's stress really. Stress is your body's built in survival mechanism, the fight or flight response. It was designed to save you from danger. Imagine your ancestors running from a tiger, heart pounding, breath quickening, muscles tensing, all systems ready for action. Today, the tiger has turned into deadlines, traffic, overpacked calendars, financial worries, your neighbor's status on social media, your colleague's so called rapport with your boss, which you don't think you have, and various other emotional overload. The threat isn't physical anymore, but the body doesn't know that. Here is what happens in seconds. Your brain sends out an SOS. Your adrenal glands flood your system with adrenaline and cortisol. Your heart races, your breath shortens, digestion slows, muscles contract, blood sugar spikes. Your body shifts into survival mode. Helpful in an emergency, but devastating when chronic. Now, what's the cost of chronic stress on the body? Let's break it down. What happens to heart and circulation? Chronic stress keeps your heart working overtime. That means high blood pressure, higher cholesterol, and increased risk of disease. What happens to digestive system? Do you ever get a stomach ache or butterflies in your stomach intensively before a big meeting? That's your gut reacting to stress. Long term, it can lead to acid reflux, ulcers, because stress slows your digestion and alters your gut microbiome. What happens to your muscles and joints? Stress keeps your muscles in a semi contracted state, especially the neck, shoulders, your throat, jaw, and back. What happens to your immune system? Short bursts of stress boost immunity actually, but long term stress, it suppresses it. You fall sick more often, heal slower, and inflammation spreads, increasing risk for autoimmune diseases and even eventually cancer. What happens to your endocrine system? That surge of cortisol, if it stays elevated, it messes with blood sugar regulation, weight gain, especially around your belly, and leads to hormonal imbalances. What happens to your sleep and brain function? Stress hijacks your sleep cycles. You can't fall asleep, or you wake up at 3 a.m. wired. Over time, memory declines, focus suffers, and emotional regulation becomes harder. Let's see what happens to your energy body and what's the emotional impact. Let's zoom inward. In energy medicine, stress is seen as blocked or stagnant energy. The more we resist our emotions, suppress our truths, or stay disconnected from our inner world, the more energy gets trapped, especially in our chakras, which is a part of your energy body, and your organs. Now, think about this. You'll be amazed at what I'm going to tell you right now. Do you know that liver is where you store your anger, frustration, and resentments? Yes, the liver is often associated with unexpressed or suppressed anger, irritation, and resentment. In liver energy must flow smoothly for emotional balance. When blocked, it leads to mood swings, outbursts, and even depression. Chronic liver related emotional patterns may show up physically as headaches, digestive issues, or even fatigue. Do you know that your lungs is where you store your grief, sadness, and inability to let go? Yes, lungs are energetically linked to grief, loss, and difficulty in letting go. People who have experienced deep sorrow or mourning because of the loss of a loved one or a loved pet may feel tightness in chest or shallow breathing. Practices like breath work, or even crying, letting it go, or conscious exhalation are considered cleansing for lungs and the grief they hold. Now, your stomach or solar plexus area is where you store anxiety, worry, and loss of personal power, self doubt, etc. Okay, the whole digestive system area is where I'm talking about. This is your gut or instinct center, also linked to your solar plexus chakra. And when off balance, it may show up as bloating, indigestion, ulcers, and butterflies in the gut. People who overthink and try to control everything often experience gut related discomfort. Emotionally, shoulders bear the metaphorical weight of responsibility, over caretaking, and emotional burdens. And you feel metaphorically as if you're carrying the whole weight. Tight shoulders often indicate someone is carrying more than they need to, trying to hold everything together for others, often without support. Now, talking about your back. It's all about lack of support and fear of survival. The upper back is linked to the lack of emotional support, feeling unloved, unappreciated. The middle back may reflect guilt and feelings you're hiding from others. Your lower back is often connected to financial stress, fear of survival, and lack of support, both emotionally and materially. Talking about neck. It represents inflexibility, stubbornness, unspoken truths, your throat area. The throat and neck area bridges the mind and the heart. Tension here can reflect stubbornness, inflexibility, or difficulty seeing another perspective. It's also connected to the throat chakra, so unspoken truths or withheld communication or any form of creative expression can create tension or pain here. So, those who have thyroid, you may want to focus and reflect what's happening around your throat area. Do you have suppressed, unspoken truths or unexpressed energies stagnant there? Now, your jaw area is also about repressed anger, control, unspoken emotions, etc. So it is linked with your throat area. Jaw clenching or pain often reflects anger, control issues, or things left unsaid. So people who grit their teeth and bear it, yeah, often manifest tightness here. What about hips? Hips indicate stored trauma, fear of moving forward. Hips are considered storage walls for old emotions, trauma, fears around change, and taking that big step. Then, talking about your feet and legs. Our lower body represents movement and connection to earth. So, any feeling of fear of progress, insecurity, grounding issues, or if you feel stuck in life, unsure of your direction or disconnected, your legs and feet may ache, swell, or feel weak, or synchronicity, you may even break or injure your legs and ligament area. It's all indicative of what you're feeling. Now, back to one of the most important organs, heart. It indicates or represents love, joy, hurt, betrayal. The emotional heart carries not just love and compassion, but also wounds of betrayal, grief, and loneliness. So when the heart is heavy, the chest may feel tight, sunken, or guarded. So this is what I want to leave you with in this segment. Your body is always whispering to you. Stress just turns up the volume. Are you listening? Now, awareness is the first medicine. The good news is that your body can heal. Your nervous system can reset. But first, you need to listen. When you're constantly tired, but you can't sleep, you get irritable over little things. You crave for sugar, salt, or caffeine constantly. You can't remember the last time you felt truly relaxed. Your body hurts, but your labs are all normal. If this sounds like you, pause. You don't need to fix everything today, but awareness, well, that's the beginning of healing. Let's take a moment together and take a breath of reset. Close your eyes if you can. Place a hand on your chest and one on your belly. Take a deep breath in through your nose slowly. Steady. Hold it. Now release through your mouth like a sigh. Again, inhale. Feel your body rise. Exhale through your mouth, imagining that you are letting it all go. One more time. Inhale, you invite calm. Exhale, and you release tension. Remember, your breath is always here. It's the bridge between your body and your mind, between your chaos and your calm. You don't need to escape stress. You need to come home to your body because your body, it never lies, it remembers, and it's ready to heal. Thank you for tuning in today. And if this episode resonated with you, share it with someone who is stressed and needs a little reminder to slow down and listen to their body. Until next time, stay grounded, stay kind to yourself, and stay tuned to your inner voice and inner frequency.